Oh, you're not gonna play that one song you got, baby. You know, just went on stage.
I got a catalog since I was 15 years old. If we was to perform, in Shreveport, I perform way longer than 50, and I would rock that way harder than 50 or anybody who came to Shreveport, because I go back since I was years old in high school. I could perform since I was 15 that's gonna rock that harder than any body you bring. I got a song called A Workout. This has been historical in Shreveport. It's like when you go to New Orleans, it's only so much you're gonna be able to do to compare to that bounce. Louisiana got ratchet music that's just like that. You can't compare to none of that with nothing from outside of our region, bro. We got our own.
I know that in your city, you're a legend. I'm not denying it on any level. This is not our first interview. I've been a fan for a long time. But 50 as an artist, when you look at what he does on a worldwide level and the sales that he does, I don't think you could say that he's not one of the greatest.
Nah, he is.
YouTube, what's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy 221, man. Today we got Hurricane Chris. He going off on 50 Cent, saying that he a better rapper than 50 Cent. Me personally, I don't think Hurricane messing with 50, but we finna get into the video. Finna like, hit that like button, subscribe, but I ain't gonna talk too much. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Leading up to this,
snap.
50 opened G Unit Studios.
Right.
In Shreveport. 956,000 square feet. Right. Which makes it the second largest black-owned production studio in America behind Tyler Perry Studios.
Right.
He also became the second biggest property owner in downtown Shreveport.
Right.
So he's pumping a lot of money and a lot of resources and a lot of opportunity into the city.
That's fine.
Nobody could deny that.
Yeah, nobody gonna deny that.
Nobody could deny that.
Like, we appreciate that because the city always needed help from people with big resources. And we need help from more people with big resources. Like, I'm gonna continue to try to reach out to get more people to help us as well. Like, everybody one person ain't gonna be able to do it by themselves. It's a real problem there, and it's gonna take a lot of people coming together to solve it.
Right. So he opens up this huge studio. He buys a bunch of land, and he throws, I mean, was this the biggest event in Shreveport in recent history?
I couldn't tell you.
I mean, do you remember an event bigger than this?
I didn't go. I didn't go to the event.
But you heard about it. You saw how, from the outside looking in, how
it would be hard for me to say because I've been to some pretty nice size events in Shreveport over the past.
But he does throw this huge event there.
I know it was.
Y'all, I ain't gonna cap. I ain't trying to talk too much. But listen, 50 went down there and showed out. That's all I gotta say. I'm about an hour away from Shreveport. If that, maybe 45 minutes if you driving fast. I missed out on that motherfucker. 50 was touching down. Like, I really should have paid there because I heard that sucker was no joke. No cap. No rap cap. You from Shreveport? Comment down below. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? No cap like that.
Spectacular. It could have possibly been one of the biggest events. I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
And with that came a lot of employment, both directly.
Yeah, I got cousins that did security for the event.
Do security, $500,000 got spent on police.
Yeah.
And I remember Tony Yayo made a point of that because that was one of the things that you mentioned. You said, how are you going to put no Louisiana legends but spend $500,000 on police security?
It was crazy because he spent a lot of money. Like, people like, yo, you spent money only on the police.
Right, he spent $500,000 on police.
Listen, if you got $1 billion worth of money, there's levels to this, right?
Yeah, no, I think he did the exact right thing. And I didn't hear of any fights, no shootings, nothing.
Forget the caviar pancakes. I eat duck now. Shout out to Romania. I was in Romania. I eat duck now. So you got to understand it's levels. You know what I'm saying? So when you're on a certain level, as a 50 or a Jay-Z or a J-Lo, it is, right? You get police escorts now. There's not, Eminem gets a police escort if he goes to Romania or Vienna or Bratislava. So will 50. So will Dr. Dre. I might not get a police escort, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, wow, when you look at it, we went from running from the police to having police escorts. It's just different levels of power and everything. So when you have $1 billion worth of celebrities, when you have Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Andrew Schultz, you got the championship, you got Bud Crawford, you got Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
You got Millions of dollars.
Master P.
Master P. Skrilla Baby. The list goes on and on.
The baby.
On. A Boogie. A Boogie had a whole jewelry store on his neck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you don't want nothing to happen to anybody on your watch.
Correct.
So yeah, he spent $500,000 on that. He spent probably maybe $200,000 just on generators. You know how they got the Spear in Vegas? He had one of them down there, bro. I never seen no like this ever in my life, bro.
Okay.
And wasn't no for 4 days.
With the police security, there were no violent incidents the entire time, which, from what I understand, was actually, even without the event, you do have some violence that happens in Shreveport randomly. But in this event, there was no violence for multiple days, which was great.
Right.
Because if someone got shot, it'd be like, oh, look,
yeah, and I mean,
these rappers coming in and they're shooting each other.
I totally understand that.
So spending $500,000, I thought was very well spent, considering the star power that was there. Right?
I understand that, but my thing was,
what's the problem?
You spent $500,000 with the police in your city. You spent another big bag with a lot of celebrities in your city. Throw some of the artists from your city a bag too to perform. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is your city now. You saying this, you a part of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I was saying. Like, I wasn't really mad about the police and nothing like that. Like, I'm glad it was a safe event.
Yeah.
Spend $1 million on it if that's what keep it safe.
Yeah.
Only thing and to keep it honest, the real thing that pissed me off was the ain't no more ratchet in my city. So everything that came after that, I'm just was steamrolling. Like,
right.
Had built up. You gotta think, I'm getting up and I'm watching what somebody posting on the news, 50 Cent counsels Ratchet City. Well, the first name of my first album was called Ratchet. My partners who dead named Ratchet Life. Like, and was one of the biggest artists in Shreveport before he died. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is Ratchet City. It's been Ratchet City. It's a lot of artists with this connected to their name. So my whole frustration came from that. And I think he understand. I think, like, when I vented, I think I may have said some shit that was extra mad and, players. But at the same time, my message that I was intending to deliver, I delivered it as well, and it was heard, and conversations was had, and I feel like if I would have been silent, then that would have been a bad thing. Like, I had to speak my mind, and ain't gonna come out perfect every time you speak your mind. Most people scared to speak up on anything that they feel, so they're gonna be over in a million ways. You're gonna speak up on some and everything you say may not be pinpoint accurate, but it's gonna, if you could find some type of common sense inside of that, then you still done some progress if you done got any type of understanding. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
well, after the comment about the half,
I ain't gonna cap. I remember when Hurricane Chris, called out 50. You know what I'm saying? He called him out. 50 dropped a big bag. It's not too many people that can drop 2-3 million. You know what I'm saying? Drop it off in the city and turn it up like that. 50 Cent a real big dog. He a real boss. Like, it's levels. Now, first and foremost, with the security, if I'm on that level, 50 Cent, Drake, Eminem, Kanye West, hell, who else super big? Shoot, I can't think of the names right now. You know what I'm saying? My mind, Future. If I'm on that level, none of my homies is gonna be my security. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not gonna put none of my friends or cousins or partners that I grew up that was, cut like that. None of them gonna be my security because I'm not trying to put them in certain situations that they shouldn't be in. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get the bag. So first and foremost, I'm gonna drop the bag on the real deal security, because if you acting up, they gonna check you legally. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I got 12 with me right now, with the dogs, the K9 in the back. Act up if you want, straight up like that. So I'm gonna get that out the way. Now on the second note, I see where Hurricane Chris coming from. Like, he's saying, like, all right, you threw down this big event. Why you didn't have any locals or any other artists, you know what I'm saying, pull up and show out? With that, I feel like people nowadays be kind of looking for handouts. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's dropping off that much money, that much motion off in your city, they not inclined to do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if I was from Shreveport and I noticed 50 coming in that sucker and he turning up, that would make me go harder to be in the studio. That would make me harder to go rap. It would literally motivate me to get my stuff together. I ain't finna be crying talking about why 50 didn't throw me opening headline for Louisiana when I ain't even, my name not even popping. You know what I'm saying? My name not even popping. How can I ask 50 to put me on there unless I'm already got a buzz, a big buzz, to where 50 know my name, and then he asked me like, "Hey, one, you wanna, you know what I'm saying? Hey, one, you wanna get in this? Yeah, for sure. But if it ain't like that, that mean I ain't on that level. It's straight like that. It's levels to this. No cap."
$500,000 on police security. You said you ain't with my city. You take advantage of my city because it's cheap. There's no Hurricane Chris, no Big Papa, no B Will. And then, you know, if you go out a little bit and there's no Boosie, no Webby, take advantage of my city, your money. I thought that was a little much.
It wasn't much.
It was a lot.
Your
money, a lot of people appreciated 50's money.
It's coming from a person that's mad at the fact that you came to his city and said, we ain't calling it no more. Like you on the nickname of my city. So all it originated from that. So some attacked along the way that maybe shouldn't have got attacked. But if somebody with something you love and you walk in this room, a couple might get smacked that didn't even have nothing to do with it.
Okay, so then the back and forth started. He put up a whole bunch of whole bunch of posts. He posted the scene from the movie Juice, right?
Yeah, he posted that. Knowing well he can't out-rap me.
He said, "Hurricane Flex, boy, you whack. You think you Fredo Bang, you should get Snow playing my ride."
No, good God, I would slaughter his with any type of musical that you can even think of and talk about it. You know he can't out-rap me.
Who?
Anybody know that.
Talking about 50 Cent?
Yeah, I'm talking about 50 Cent.
Come on, man. 50 Cent has a... Come on, get rich or die trying.
We ain't talking about that.
Get rich or die trying.
We said your is whack, and I said you cannot out-rap me. You do not make better music than me right now.
50's a hell of a songwriter. You can't deny that.
That's a different conversation. We can have that conversation, but that's not that wasn't our dialect.
Songwriting and rapping are hand in hand, right? We're not talking about battle rap. If we're not talking about battle rap, that's a whole different conversation. But if you're talking about rapping,
song making, he don't make better songs than me. If 50 make a song right now and I make a song right now, I'm gonna smash that. Go listen to me and Boost's song Murder.
But if you look at his catalog,
50 can't make that.
He has a hell of a catalog.
My catalog better than yours. Michael Jackson got a good catalog too.
Yes, he does. So do you feel that you have an album that's better than Get Rich or Die Trying?
What the hell?
We never had that conversation.
Well, I'm having it right now.
We weren't talking about
album. Do you feel you have an album better than Get Rich or Die Trying?
I make music way better than 50 Cent.
Okay, and you're...
I ain't gonna cap, y'all. I'm finna take these off so y'all can see my eyes. Y'all, let's be honest. Let's be real. I ain't gonna cap. Now, I ain't trying to disrespect nobody from Shreveport. I mess with y'all, rock with y'all. Only song I know about Hurricane Chris, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, riding in the lack in the mud, hey baby. Hey, that's all I know. That's all I remember. You know what I'm saying? That's the song, you know, that put Hurricane Chris on, and I rap with that. But come on, dog. Saying that you rap better than 50 is like me saying I fight better than Floyd Mayweather. Knowing that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case. 50 catalog is crazy. 50 catalog is nasty. 50 is one of them ones where you can put them in the, you know, top 5, top 10 of greatest rappers of all time. In my book, you feel me? Top 10 for sure. So I don't even got Hurricane Chris in my top 30. Oh God. I ain't got Hurricane Chris over Webby, Boosie, Mo 3. You know what I'm saying? Travis Scott. Come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got Hurricane Chris on Paul Wall. Pimp C, Bun B. It's the list can go on and on and on. I ain't hating. I mess with hey baby. But it ain't on 50. Like, it's levels to that. I ain't gonna cap with y'all for real.
You're supposed to feel that way as an artist.
I know, it's a fact. Anybody that I ask that do that with music, they're going to say there's no way he can put you on no rap.
And you're supposed to feel like you're the best if you're an artist.
Not the best, I just know I'm better than him when it comes to this.
What I'm saying is, when you look at overall sales, when you look at body of work, it's kind of hard to say that 50 you know what I'm saying, isn't what he is.
Bro,
Get Rich or Die Trying is a diamond album.
Do you understand that? It's Dr. Dre.
It's Dr. Dre doing a few of the beats. It's him writing every song.
This is Dr. Dre
writing every song. He was hot before Dr. Dre showed up.
He was hot, but
he was very hot. I was in New York when 50 was popping.
I with him.
Yeah,
I know he was popping. I ain't saying he. I would have never called him trash.
All those songs.
Look, I would have never called him trash. He just bullshit for calling me trash. It just shows that he don't have a good motherfucking ear for music, which is probably why I mean, he made that choice to say that.
50's a troll, and he's one of the greatest trolls ever.
Yeah, he probably don't really feel like that. There's no way you could listen.
You could tell 50 got underneath the skin with that. That's like me being a rapper or an ex-rapper. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard Hurricane Chris' name in a long time. He said him and Boosie dropped the song. I ain't heard Hurricane Chris' name in about 20 years. But that's like me being a rapper, fool. Back in the time where like Tupac is lit. And that boy be like, hey man, you was garbage. Like, yeah, that's gonna sting, you know what I'm saying? Or even in this time, and Future be like, man, turn that weak ass. Oh, that's how Chris feeling like that. And low key hurt his feelings for real. You can kind of tell, like he trying to make it sound good, but it's only getting ugly. You know, 50 big dog, it's boss status. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's levels. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Chris tried though. He tried. I'm trying to vouch for him, but he making it kind of tough.
It's to my.
He said, "Oh, you're not gonna play that one song you got, baby." You know, just went on stage.
I got a catalog since I was 15 years old. If we was to perform in Shreveport, I perform way longer than 50, and I would rock that way harder than 50 or anybody who came to Shreveport, because I go back since I was 15 years old in high school. I could perform since I was 15 that's gonna rock that harder than anybody you bring. I got a song called A Workout. This has been historical in Shreveport. It's like when you go to New Orleans, it's only so much you're gonna be able to do to compare to that bounce. Louisiana got ratchet music that's just like that. You can't compare to none of that with nothing from outside of our region, bro. We got our own.
I know that in your city, you're a legend. I'm not denying it on any level. This is not our first interview. I've been a fan for a long time. But 50 as an artist, when you look at what he does on a worldwide level and the sales that he does, I don't think you could say that he's not one of the greatest.
Nah, he is. I wouldn't say that. He bull for making the bull comments he made. I'm going to keep it G, and I always keep it real. I ain't never going to say no bull at the side of my mouth.
Yeah.
You know, but that's why you ain't never when I responded on the song Bang, you ain't hear me say nothing about you can't rap or you made some trash songs. I jammed that.
Yeah.
That's just his way of trolling. I got my way of trolling. He choose to say what he choose to say to troll. I choose to say the type I choose to say to troll.
I mean, Fredo Bang got in the conversation. He said, "Oh, what
and
about
me?"
And
then he DM'd me, said, I ain't doing this with no malice. I just was saying it wasn't no malice or nothing. I just was saying.
Fredo's a good dude, man. I'm Fredo. I've done a bunch of his interviews now.
I fuck with Fredo.
And he don't. No, listen.
Fredo a cool dude.
Yeah,
we've been on the phone together trying to get people we know out of jail too. So
okay, good.
He's been supportive of some of the homies.
Now, you said that you would have liked to get these artists booked: Big Papa, B Will, Green Eyes, Doo-Wop, and KP.
These is the artists that everybody he brought, they show would have rocked 10 times harder. KP used to rock stadiums of 10, 11,000 people called Super Safe Sunday at a football stadium. Pack half of the stadium and the end zone out and rocked it. And he had a song called Put Your Hands On Me. And when it came on, the dance that you be seeing me doing the Rick James, you would see 12,000 people doing this one time. And that's the that you can't compare to when you come to Louisiana. Man, you come to our culture. We got our own culture. It's like going where they got go-go music. What you're doing don't even matter. We party to this way harder than we're going to party to. We don't even listen to a lot of other because we got our own culture. We got our own tempo, our own way we dance. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I respect from a business standpoint when people have made a lot of success, but you can never on nothing when you go nowhere. You ain't finna go to the Bay and name who big in the Bay.
Keep the Sneak.
You think he finna go out there and perform harder? You think he finna go out there and rock that harder and Keep the Sneak?
No, Keep the Sneak is a legend. I used to DJ.
You think 50 finna go to the Bay and rock that motherfucker and kick the sneak.
Yeah, but look, it was the
That's
first
who
time.
I am in Shreveport.
No, I
I'm
understand
kick
that.
the motherfucking sneak
I
in Shreveport.
that. I understand that.
I'm Kane the sneak.
This was his first festival. He wanted to get it as big as possible. He brought in a ton of A-listers. It sold out. It made tons of money. It brought lots of jobs. He had the whole globe thing in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, Dave Chappelle showed
they
up.
had hit me up to come to the Globe too.
Yeah.
The Dome.
You know, so my whole thing is like, okay, the local artists are probably frustrated they get to perform the way they wanted to on the main stage, but this is only the first one. He's got a permanent studio there.
Right.
You know,
so we'll get it right next time.
Yeah, so maybe next time, you know, there could be a little more communication along the way. And it's like, yo, I don't think 50...
We're going to fix our... We're going to fix it. We're going to get some understanding.
Wants big reactions and so forth.
Yeah, we're going to get some real understanding. And we're gonna show them everything and see they got to offer and who lit and who ain't. You know, and who this and who that.
Yeah.
You just got to get from around them people downtown and come see what's really going on in the mix, you know?
Well, listen, he's not from Shreveport, but, you know, he
you
is...
good. You good.
The second biggest property owner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big deal.
Facts,
to own that much property,
you know
and to build
crazy?
A studio that much.
And see, you know what else I wanted to tell him?
What's that?
A lot of that property downtown was taken from black people. A lot of black people was pushed out of downtown. So I wanted to get with him and let him know you would be doing it justice if you allow some black people to come back and rent from you. Don't let the city control every move you finna make. Like that. I got homies who got pushed out of downtown. Who was trying to buy and own. They never allowed them to. I got people who own clubs, who the club around the corner shut their parking lot down just because they had more money.
I mean, yeah, well, now it's black owned again.
Right.
With 50 on it.
Yeah, but you got to tap into the actual community, and you can't let the city council and all these city people around you control every move you make, because what they want you to do is the things that they want done in a city. You need to actually get out there for yourself and be effective, you know what I'm saying? Deep into the community, because they'll keep you downtown and make you build that whole thing up for them and won't invest none of the money they're making off of you into the educational system. Louisiana got the 4th worst educational system in America. 4th worst out of all 50 states.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
We almost the last.
A lot. You can tell, like, you know, maybe Chris was, you know, he bit out more than he could chew with trying to, you know, call out 50, but you could tell he really active within the community. He definitely active in the community. And basically what he's saying, he just want 50 to show love to the, you know what I'm saying, to the locals that's been there. That's been there in the city, grew up there, you feel me? Did their little job, did whatever they had to do to, you know, make a name for themselves. But at the same time, when it come to business, it's all about the dollar. You know what I mean? It's all about, you know, that back end. So you might buy a whole bunch of property. But guess what? I got that's a tenant on my property. I need to know that they're going to take care of it. I need to know that they're going to do a good job of taking care of my, because if not, you are not worth the investment, because you don't respect what I have earned. Straight up like that. Not saying that they can't, but a lot of people do not know how to separate business and emotions. 50 a businessman. So if this side looking a little green over here, he probably gonna go to that side because he know how business works. Straight up like that. Would you rather make 100,000 or would you rather make 50K? And then off the 50K, they might mess up the 50K and they got 30K in damages. So you down 20. Straight up like that.
We almost the last.
Yeah, man, listen, trying to get through life being illiterate, your choices are limited. If you can't read, if you can't do basic math, and being the 4th, you know, least educated city in America, you have a lot of that.
Right.
You know,
right.
I mean, even like they say, even having a college diploma, you will make $1 million more during the course of your life than someone who just has a high school diploma.
That's crazy.
So education, you know, is key. I went to college, I graduated. So, you know, I always push for that. People try to say, oh, college is a scam. Oh, you don't need to go to school. You don't need to graduate high school. Man, listen, unless you're a superstar athlete or a superstar rapper.
Or unless you're raised around business people that teach you how to operate your brain in a business manner just from Jump Street as a baby, then maybe you don't need to go. But some people need to go to college for
Most people need to get a high school diploma, and everyone needs to get a high school diploma. Most people need to go to college.
But I don't think they going. I don't think people need to go to learn a certain amount of things. I think people need to go to college to learn how to think.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's how I look at it. Because some people just don't know how to process.
I have a computer science degree. Am I a programmer? No. But I work with programmers, and learning what I learned allowed Vlad TV to be what it is.
Right.
Because it's a technology company as much as it is a content company.
Vlad be giving me a headache, y'all. I'm not gonna care. Vlad be giving me a headache, man. Hey, man, say make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below on the vid.